Riders taking on Charlie Morton, who is the only Rays player with a World Series ring. Acho, our prediction of LA in 5, still in play right now. All I need for you Dodgers is to go out there like you did in the NLCS. Win 3 straight. 3 straight, that's all I need. Go, Blue Cool. All right, let's move on to Antonio Brown. You ain't got nothing to say, huh? All right, who can be back in the NFL after Week 8 when the suspension is over and could wind up in Seattle? Adam Schefter reports the Seahawks are one of the few teams interested in the wide receiver. Russell Wilson has spoken highly of bringing AB to the Seahawks in the past, and the two even worked out together last offseason. Pete Carroll didn't close the door Wednesday, saying, quote, "We'll see what happens." So, Acho, would it be a mistake for the Seahawks to sign AB?
It would be a huge mistake. Huge mistake for the Seahawks to sign AB. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Somebody should sign AB. Let me make that abundantly clear.
Whoa.
But it should not be the Seahawks.
Whoa.
Marcellus, let me take you to, I was in Italy. I was overseas with a friend. That's what I'll call it.
Oh, you flossing Philly over here.
I was overseas with a friend. And the chef recommended this beautiful entree. It's a beautiful entree at a 5-star restaurant.
You don't know the name
and
of it.
all of us, I don't remember the entree. I don't remember the name. Nor can I pronounce it. I'm not Italian, okay? I'll claim Nigerian, I'll claim American, but Italian is not my forte. And all of a sudden, though, the person at the restaurant with wants to start tinkering with the meal. Can you add a little extra salt? Can you add some marinara sauce? Can you add We're at a 5-star restaurant. Ooh. Just eat the meal as it comes.
Ooh.
The Seattle Seahawks, y'all are a 5-star team. Y'all are currently sitting at, 5-0. Just continue as you are. There is no need to tinker with something that is already perfect. Chef recommends. Pete Carroll recommends. There is no need to tinker with something, Marcellus, that is already coming with rave reviews. If you add Antonio Brown, you are tinkering with something that is already 5-star. That does not need to happen. So I do not co-sign. I do not like in any way, shape, or form the decision for the Seahawks to add Antonio Brown. Let somebody else do it. Y'all don't need to.
Oh, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Please don't fix it, my brother.
I would love AB to come in there and fix the Seattle Seahawks because they are broken, actually. But you're not seeing that because all Acho cares about is, did we win the game? Yes. Good, I could go to that 5-star restaurant because if we don't win the game, then all of a sudden I can't go. Acho, dive into the details. This is the problem with so many fans and especially players in winning, that you don't look for ways to improve. That's why when we lose, you've been in there before, as soon as we lose, the whole world collapses on our head because now it's a time to teach. But even in winning, it's a time to teach and to learn what your issues are. What are the issues for the Seattle Seahawks? We know defensively their issues. They're last in terms of total scoring, and they're last in their pass defense. But AB doesn't play defense, so why am I talking about that?
I don't know.
Did I just see that they're 31st on 3rd down? What's 3rd down called in the NFL?
Money down, Marcellus.
Money down. And is AB a money receiver? Yes, he is. Let's talk about the production. Okay, let's not, because we already know he's going to produce. If AB is there and stable in mind, he's going to produce. Let's talk about the relationship and the structure. That's the issue here. He's friends with Russell Wilson. He's friends with Geno Smith. They stay in touch. That's not a lot to trust, but this is what to trust. Pete Carroll's there, who can wink at him and say, look, AB, I'm no saint either. I've coached some, and I've been in hot water before, and I know how this works. Let's work together under our structure. What is the structure? This is a winning culture. Even though they don't have a lot of Super Bowl wins, it's still a winning culture. That's why they can improve. You keep saying they're not broke, but where are the Super Bowl rings, plural? They don't have them. So this is a winning culture that can improve. In this structure, coaches that have equity, coaches that have won championships like Pete Carroll, they can bring an Antonio Brown in and say, look, if you don't play up to our standards and act according to our standards, bye-bye. That's why the rich get richer. Why did Le'Veon Bell go to the Kansas City Chiefs? Why were the Kansas City Chiefs interested in Le'Veon Bell? Because they know in a week or two, if he want to act a donkey, act a fool, bye. Same thing with AB. Same thing that happened to AB when he went to the Patriots. My point is, they have the structure, they have the relationships, and if you look deeper into the numbers other than wins, they actually have the need as well.
Marcellus, here's what's wrong with what you were saying is AB and Russell Wilson are friends. AB and Geno Smith are friends. Sure, that's fine. But remember this, you got a whole lot of friends who won't be your roommate. Going in college, it's like, man, yeah, that's my dog, but I can't live with him. Because you understand, if you get too close, there will be issues. Like, you're close with them to a fault. You're close with them to a distance. Maybe in Russ, work out together all season. That's cool. Low pressure situation. You drop a ball in the off season, ain't nobody taking it. Like, that's cool and all. I like these routes. But if you drop a ball in the season, game on the line, if you don't get past this game on the line, there are issues. But furthermore, again, Marcellus, AB don't play safety. He don't play cornerback. He don't play linebacker. And don't tell me that it's broke. Look at the Russell Wilson full screen I got. Fantasy ride, please. Russell Wilson is better than everybody else statistically right now. First in passing touchdowns, first in passer rating, tied for fifth in fewest interceptions by those who qualify, 169 passes or more. That's what Russell Wilson has thrown. Where is the error there, Marcellus? Russell Wilson is nearly flawless by football standards. Russell Wilson is nearly perfect by football standards. Why in God's name would you want to come in and even have an opportunity, even give Russell Wilson an opportunity to change the perfection that he's already existing?
Oh, I can tell you why. Because too much pressure is on Russell Wilson to carry this team because of their defensive issues. We've all said that. We can agree on that. Russ has to play at this level always, not consistently. There's a big difference. Always, or this defense will let him down. So you got a deadly duo right now with Metcalf and Lockett. Maybe even trio with David Moore. What if we added a fourth? Then that would take less pressure off of Russell Wilson, which should take less pressure off of this defense. That's all I'm saying. You look at this in totality. You just got to get more weapons because you're not going to fix that defense anytime soon. All right, we got to bring in our boy, Fox NFL analyst, Greg Muscle Jennings, busting out that shirt right now. Big dog, congrats on all your fitness success. I've been watching you on Instagram. Would it be a mistake for the Seahawks to sign AB?
Of course not. Of course not. Would you live life without an insurance policy?
Yeah, no. Acho, would you?
No, you don't want to. And when you look at this Seattle Seahawks team, I've heard everything you said, Acho, and I hear you. I don't agree. Because the best defense is a great offense. And I've been on some offenses that have had to play defense. And what I mean by that is play keep away, put a lot of points on the board to put even more pressure on the opposing offense because we know our defense is going to give it up. To Marcellus's point, and to a point that I want to make, when you look at the Seattle Seahawks, the areas where they struggle is third down. Yes, they're 31st in the league. And then in their running game, if you add another weapon like Antonio Brown, you open up an opportunity for your running game to then become established and take added pressure off of Russell Wilson. I'll say this last thing, and then I'll give it right back to you, Acho.
Please.
If Marcellus gave you some money and you went to the casino, if you bet, are you good if you win? If you don't bet, are you good if you don't? Exactly. You're good either way. So just like they have an established culture, if it works, great. We win big because we gambled. If it doesn't work, you know what? This wasn't really mine in the first place. Let me get rid of it and go back to what was already working.
Okay. I respect you, my dog, for talking my language. You feel me? I can talk casinos any day, but let me put you back in check real quick. You said AB was an insurance policy. AB is a luxury. He's not an insurance policy, and there's a vast difference. See, an insurance policy is a necessity, but a luxury is exactly that. The definition is in the word. It is a luxury. It is not needed in any way, shape, or form. It can be an additive, but it's not a necessary additive. It's the whipped cream. You can still eat the ice cream, but you don't need the whipped cream. Let me talk to my dog. Can you put us in a 2-box? I want to look my dog in the eyes. Greg, you know everybody has that relative, call him an uncle, that you don't necessarily want to bring around your kids.
Why?
You'll hang out with them one-on-one, but you don't want, because they might influence your kids negatively.
Oh, they curse a lot or something?
They might curse a lot. They might drink a lot. Greg nodding his head. Everybody got that uncle.
Benefield for me.
Everybody got that relative.
Yeah.
Here's my thing, bruh. I don't want to bring him around my kid, DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf is only on his second year in the league, right? DK Metcalf is on his second year. What did DK Metcalf do just 3 games ago? Running into the end zone, dropped the ball before he got into the end zone. Why? He showed a little bit of a flashy character flaw on the field. I don't want to bring my Uncle AB around DK Metcalf. I'll hang out with him by myself, Greg. I'll kick it with him in the club. I'll hang out with him in the offseason. But do I really want to bring him around DK, the same DK averaging 22.5 yards of reception, highest number we've seen since 2010, Deshaun Jackson? I don't want to bring AB around my young kid in DK.
Ooh, smack.
Okay, I hear you. Let me clap back, if you will, for a minute. Oblige me right here. So you say he's not an insurance policy. Well, what's an insurance policy to you may be not an insurance policy to someone else. But what's an insurance policy to me may very well not be an insurance policy to you. And as far as we're talking about family, let me tell you something my parents told me.
What they tell you?
You bet not act a fool. Because I had the parenting.
Simple.
I don't care what them kids over there doing. You better not act
That's
up.
real.
Or I'm going to have something for you. So what do I mean by that? What are you saying, Greg? The culture is already established. When he was in New England, we was like, oh, man, this could work. Why? Because the culture was in place. When he was in Oakland, we didn't know. We were uncertain because they were trying to create a culture. And when you're trying to create a culture with someone who is unstable, it can go either way. And you haven't already established what the right way is. So when the wrong way happens, you don't know how to respond to it. In Seattle, they have that created culture. I'll put it in your terms. They have a mom and dad that have already been disciplining these kids, so they know how to act.
Damn!
I respect that. I respect my dog.
My mama said, I don't care what them kids want.
Hey,
You better not come up to me asking me for anything. I don't care. And look, let's just be real. Insurance policy, luxury, whatever you want to call it. This is a team right now that has a lot of good things going for it. But let's be real. There's some empty calories here as well because of the issue on defense. So the only way you're going to have a great defense this year, if you're a Seattle Seahawks, is to have a greater offense. And one way to get a greater offense is to bring AB in the fold. All right, it's time to make our picks for this week's free-to-play Super 6 contest. Terry Bradshaw's putting up $1 million, more than both of y'all talking about y'all little gambling talk. For grabs again this week, and all you have to do is correctly predict the outcome of 6 NFL games. All right, Seahawks against the Cardinals is one of the matchups this week. Acho, you're up first, you gambler. Give me a winner and how many?
Give me the Seattle Seahawks without AB, obviously. 30-23 over the Cardinals.
Greg, what you got?
Give me the Seattle Seahawks, and I got them 34-31.
Okay. I got Seattle 27, Arizona 28. Go, Cards, go get these boys. All right, make sure you get your picks in before kickoff Sunday for your chance to be a millionaire. And for top stories, scores, and more, go to the Fox Sports app. Coming up, the Mayfields, Baker and Emily. Like to clap back at critics. Okay, yesterday was Baker's turn. We'll tell you if that was a bad look or not. Next, before you see